Hi everybody, Radio Megastar here. I'm gonna do another trilogy for you. I'm gonna do another double. I'm gonna do you another batch of stories today. Like I did last week, that was a double feature. But this time, we're going for the three. We're going for the trouble. We're going for the triple feature. That's right. We're going for the troublesome engines trilogy. This one, turntables. Well, tenders and turntables. Let's get started, shall we? In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Gordon and Henry were lonely when Thomas left the yard to run his branch line. They missed him very much. They had more work to do and had to fetch their own coaches. They didn't like that at all. Oh boy. James grumbled too. We get no rest, Theo complained. But the coaches only laughed. You're lazy and slack. You're lazy and slack, they answered. Altogether, the engines were causing the Fat Controller a great deal of trouble. The stations at both ends of the line each have a turntable. The Fat Controller made them so that the engine could be turned around. You know why? Because it's dangerous for engines to go fast backwards. Tank engines like Thomas don't need turntables. They can just as go well backwards as forwards. But to hear Gordon talk, you would have thought that the Fat Controller had given him a tender just to show how important he was. Don't ask me, folks, this is how the story's written. You don't understand, little Thomas, said Gordon. We tender engines have a position to keep up. It doesn't matter where you go, but we are important. And for the Fat Controller to make us shunt trucks, fetch coaches and go to some of those dirty signs, well, it's not the proper thing. Don't ask, I don't. Thomas chuckled and went off with Annie and Clarabelle. Disgraceful, Gordon hissed as he ran backwards to the turntable. The turntable was in a windy place close to the sea, but if he wasn't on it just right, it made it difficult to turn, put it into balance. Today, Gordon was in a bad temper and the wind was blowing fiercely. His driver tried to make him stop in the right place, but Gordon wasn't even trying. The fireman tried to turn the handle, but Gordon's weight and the strong wind prevented him. It's no good, they said at last. Your tender upsets the balance. If you were a nice tank engine, you'd be alright. Now you have to pull the next train backwards. Oh dear. Look, Corson boys, here's a new tank engine. Oh, it's only Gordon back to front. Well, said Thomas, plain tank engines, sensible engine. Take my advice. Scrap your tender and have a nice bunker. Gordon said nothing. Even James laughed on his own. Take care, hissed Gordon, you might stick too. No fear, chuckled James. I'm not so fat as you. I mustn't stick, thought James. He's stuck on the turntable. The rat can now swing easily. Oh dear, this is going to come back to bite him in the tender. Gordon arrived in time to see everything. The wind blew much too easily. He started spinning around like a top. He couldn't stop. Round and round and round again. Where he lands, nobody knows. I didn't spin on it. Wonderful, dizzy, huh? Well, said Gordon. Are you playing roundabouts? James, feeling quite giddy, rode off to the shed without a word. Oh dear. Oh dear. Uh-oh. That night, the three engines had an indignation meeting. It's shameful to treat tender engines like this. Gordon has to go backwards if people think he's a tank engine. James spins round like a top and everyone laughs at us. And to add to that, the Fat Controller makes us all go into dirty silings. Yuck! Listen, said Gordon. He whispered something to the others. We'll do it tomorrow. The Fat Controller will look silly. The engines have decided to go on strike. The Fat Controller sat in his office listening to the noise outside. The passengers were angry. The station master walked in. There's trouble in the shed, sir. Henry is sulking, there is no train, and the passengers are saying this is a bad railway. Indeed, said the Topham Hatt. You cannot allow that. He found Gordon, James, and Henry looking very cross. Come along, Henry, it's time your train was ready. Henry is not going, said Gordon. We won't shunt like common tank engines. That was Thomas's job. We are important tender engines. You fetch our coaches and we will pull them. Tender engines don't shunt. Oh, we'll see about that. Engines on my railway do as they are told. And he hurried away to find Edward. The yard's never been the same. Since Thomas left to run his branch line, he thought sadly. At Walsworth, he found Edward. Edward, I need your help with the engine in the kitchen. Thank you, sir. That will be a nice change. That's a good engine. Off you go, please. That day, Edward found coaches with the 3 engines, and that day, the trains ran as pretty much usual. But next day, Edward looked unhappy. Gordon came clanking past, hissing rudely. Dear. Bless me, said the Fat Controller. What a noise. They all hiss me, sir, said. They say tender engines don't show. And last night, they said about black wheels. I haven't, have I, sir? No, Edward, you have nice blue ones and I'm proud of you. Tender engines do shunt. But all the same, we do need another tank engine here. He went to a workshop and showed them all sorts of engines. At last he saw a smart little green engine with 4 wheels. That's the one, he thought. If I choose you, will you work hard? Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, said. That's a good engine. I will call you Percy. Yes, sir. Thank you, said Percy. And the Fat Controller brought him back to the yard. Edward, here's Percy. Will you show him everything? Percy soon learned what he had to do, and he had a happy afternoon. Then Henry came back hissing as usual. Sheesh! Henry jumped and ran back to the shed. How beautifully you wished him, laughed Edward. I can't wish like that. Oh, that's nothing. You'd hear them in the workshop. You have to wish loudly to make yourself heard. Next day, Thomas arrived. The Fat Controller said for me, I expect you want help, he said. Shh, shh. Here comes, replied Edward. Well done, Thomas. You've been quick. Listen. Gordon, Jim, and James are sulking. They say they won't shunt at common tank engines, so I've shut them up. I want you both to run the line for a while. Common tank engine indeed, snorted Thomas. We'll show them. And Percy will help too. Oh, sir, yes, sir. Thank you, sir, said Percy. Thomas and Edward worked the main line, greeting each other as they passed by. Percy puffed along the branch line. Thomas was anxious about handling Clara, but the driver and guard promised to take care of. There were fewer trains, but the passengers didn't mind. They knew that 3 other engines were having a lesson. Gordon, James and Henry were cold, lonely and miserable. They wished now they hadn't been so silly. Hi everybody, Radio Mix here for the final conclusion of the Troublesome Engines trilogy. Percy runs away. Ooh, what's going to happen? Well, let's not dilly-dallying. Let's get on with the story. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Gordon, James and Henry were miserable. They had been shut up for several days for being naughty and longed to be let out again. At last the Fat Controller arrived. I hope you are sorry, he said, and realise you're not so important after all. We have a new tank engine called Percy, Pro coaches, and Thomas and Edward have worked the main line nicely, but I will let you out now if you promise to be good. Yes, sir, said the 3 engines, we will. That's right, but please remember this no shunting nonsense must stop. He then told Percy, Edward and Thomas that they can play on the branch line for a few days. And they ran off to find Annie and Clara at the junction. The 2 coaches were so pleased to see Thomas again. Percy and Edward played with trucks. Stop, stop, stop! They screamed as they were pushed into the proper signs. The 2 engines laughed until the trucks were tidily arranged. Next, Edward took some trucks to the quarry. Percy was left alone. He didn't mind that a bit. He enjoyed watching trains as they got cheeky to each other. Hurry, 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 he would call, and they got very cross. Oh boy. After a great deal of shunting, Percy waited at the signal box to get for the signal to get back to the yard. He was eager to work, being rather careless and not paying attention. Be careful on the main line. Whistle to the signalman that you are there. But Percy didn't remember to whistle, so the busy signalman forgot him. Percy waited and waited and waited. The points were still against him, so he couldn't move. Then he looked along the main line. Peep! Peep! He whistled in horror, and rushing straight towards him was Gordon with the express. Oh! Groaned Gordon. Get out of my way! Gordon stopped and twisted. Percy opened his eyes. He saw that Gordon's bus was just a few inches from his own. But Percy had begun to move. I won't stay here. I'll run away, he puffed. Percy was so frightened he ran right up Gordon's hill, right up the station and right up to Gordon's hill without stopping. Yeah. After that he was tired, but he couldn't stop. He had no driver to shut up steam or apply the brakes. I want to stop, he puffed. A kind signalman saw Percy was in trouble, so kindly set the points. Percy puffed into a nice empty siding, ending up in a big bank of earth. He was too tired to care where he went. Last, I've stopped. Oh, I have stopped, he puffed thankfully. Never mind, said the workman as he dug him out. You shall have a drink and some coal, and then you'll feel better. Presently, Gordon arrived. Well done, Percy, said Gordon. You started so quickly. You stopped a nasty accident. I'm sorry I was cheeky, said Percy. You were clever to stop. Then Gordon helped pull Percy out from the bank. Percy and Gordon are now good friends, but Percy is now almost careful when he goes on the main line. And thank you for watching. Bye!